Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Captain of Industry. My name is Leon, and I've got Andy in voice chat as well. I nearly forgot to go live there for a second, mate.
Could feel your finger hovering over the button there, mate.
No, I suddenly noticed that So while we were kind of getting ready, I was kind of sorting out a couple of small bits because I know what I want to do, and I unlocked the canola. So I set up a couple of the fields, a couple of my cornfields to change over to canola. But then forgot to I set a splitter to split the canola off, but then forgot to actually activate it. So all my lines got jammed when they were trying to put canola into corn storage. So it's come to a kind of a bit of a halt at the moment. What are you carrying? Dirt. Rock. Where the hell are you going? Oh yes, it's all stored up there now, isn't it? There's nothing down here needed. Okay. They're still working on the ramp up to this area. But I've also asked it to fill in a bit more of this stuff here. Just kind of flattening out bits and pieces to make it kind of more usable. And I got rid of one truck so that I could put another wood chopper down here with some more storage. So at the moment we've got quite a bit of wood stored down here. There's I think 6 full warehouses, 6 full large warehouses. Because I want to do some work on this today. But yeah, this is the canola setup. And there is a plan for that. I just want a bit more canola before I start doing it. Right. So down here, I want to start moving a lot of the initial refinery stuff. So this kind of setup here is going to get moved down there, and we're going to kind of combine the first part. So we're going to go into planning mode and put.
That looked like one of your belts still had mixed stuff on it.
It does. I've set it. I've got the trucks picking it up to empty it.
Okay.
So you'll see all 3 of these belts were, like that one and that one were both jammed as well because they hadn't been picked up by the splitter. So this one, actually it stopped. So I've actually sent it again to do it. The problem is a lot of these kind of junctions and splitters hold like a backup supply in.
Yeah, they've got storage.
Right, so here I want I think it's at least 3 I need, because when we go to the blast furnace 2, oh actually no, we want, I need 4. Mine control has no available designations in its mined area. Okay, so that means I need to move this bit. I'll get them going again. They've not got far to go with that ramp now. Right. So as I was saying, with this, it's got a slightly different setup than Lancaster 2. It uses the crushed copper. Yep. Crushed copper, limestone and coal. So we need crushers. Oh, that's wrong. That's not in line. You make 12 every 20 seconds. You use 12 every 20 seconds. It's going to be the wrong place. I know what I'm wanting to do, if you know what I mean, but he's trying to get it so it fits. They're not flat either. Okay. Mental what you got to do for this game, isn't it?
I wouldn't have it any other way, mate.
Right, there to there. Like that. Large tree harvester has no trees to harvest. Oh, there's still plenty of trees to harvest. That lot next. Right, so that's making the crushed iron. I'm actually going to move these ones. We're going to need... I'm going to go for 4 of these. That. That one's... Ah, you know, there's just one of those nights I'm just building the wrong shape stuff all the time. Hiya, Chris, how you doing, mate? Right, we do that. Actually, scratch that. I've got a better idea. I use these two. Oh, I bet you are, mate. Yeah, good. Be better once I got tomorrow out the way with, because then that's my working week finished for, well, a few days. Right. We're gonna have that one and that one on priority. So this will be for iron ore crushed. This one will be for iron scrap. That one is going to be for iron ore. You'll be coal and you'll be limestone. Chris is saying hi.
Hello, Chris.
We put you there. That's those ones. Yeah. Oh, I've just got enough space to get these in. Yeah, she mentioned earlier. She popped on briefly earlier and said that there were still issues. We got that set up like that. Right, I want molten balancer. Put that there. You're going to have the option of iron scrap or iron ore. With a I'm just going to put a chimney for now. I was thinking, do I put an exhaust scrubber in? I'd rather make sure this is all working first.
Well, you can plan for it.
Yeah, well, I've got plenty of space over here, down here for it anyway.
That's what I'm saying. You can plan for it, and don't build it until you're ready.
Oh no, it's not that. It's like I'm not. It's saying is I'm not because I've never actually built one before, so it's not the fact that. It's just kind of making sure I've got the space for it in future. If we go like that, and then we'll go from that one to there, across. So that's then vented out. Like that cocked up there. Right, let's get rid of that a second. We'll try that again. Push that out. Actually, if we push that there. Why do you want to go around that way? that works. Line 2. That won't work there. And I actually just realised I need to look at that one. Oh, trying to get the planning in place, still not working properly. Right, we need to put in metal casters. Before, right, one there. One there. Right, so we actually want 2 there. And that one's the wrong one. It's one of those nights where I think I'm just going to constantly build the wrong thing.
Was doing that earlier today, trying to make fertilizer, and I just got completely lost.
Right,
And it's so simple because I've done it before.
yeah. You do 32. You do 8 every 20 seconds. You make 16 every 20 seconds. That means realistically you're powering 4. And you need 32 every 40. 16 every 20. That'd be 1. I reckon I can get another one of them. And one of them. back over here a second. Gonna need air separation unit. Right, let's try. So that's kind of like the replacement iron plant kind of set. Now we've got to get the replacement steel one set. You do 8 every 20, you make 32 every 4, 16 every 40, so you should be able to do off one of those. Go for water. Then we want right, just got the exhaust to really do. Oh, that was wrong. Sorry if it was so quiet. It's in this. This is just trying to. It's a case of figuring out where I've got to get pipes to make this work. Right, I think that's every output that's needed covered. Oh well, only one way to find out. No, it's not so much pipe problems, it's just actually getting it all connected. They've nearly got this ramp done. They got that bit done fairly quickly. When you cannot reach destination. Sometimes the pipes in the middle of the map it sometimes struggles with. Oh. Another bit down here. Reckon that one. That's the only thing I've noticed lately with sometimes with this doing it this way is that they can't get to the blooming destination. Do you end up quick building everything?
I generally find myself quick building everything anyway these days. But as you know, I always wait until I've got more than enough stocks of parts to do it, simply because of that very same problem. The other thing I do as well, while I'm slowly building bits up, is I make sure all the bits that require either A, power, or B, personnel are all paused. Just so that you don't end up drawing power that you don't need to, or using personnel that you don't need to until you're ready.
Yeah. Oh no, I get that. It's the only reason I'm pausing it is because I don't want this coming online until I've got. But the problem is that I can't put it on pause. I can't use the pause tool while it's building because if not, it'll pause the build.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Does not. Sorry, mate. Gonna have to disagree
pauses
with
the
you
build.
there. No, there's two
I've
pauses.
just done it. There's one pause, but quick thing, and it paused the build. Once you've got it built, you can use the pause button.
I'm sure I've managed to do that.
So I said that's why I'm having to just kind of pause it manually as it gets to those bits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most people do. I mean, it's not as if I've got to worry about Unity. I've got enough of it to sink a battleship.
I mean, if you put it in pause and you're hoping to have it built by truck deliveries, I would agree. But if you're quick building, it doesn't apply.
Yeah, that's not what I was talking about, though. As I said, the thing is with this, I took it all off quick build at one go.
Right.
The only other way to have done it would have been to go into. It's kind of like it's the opposite of what I'm doing at the moment. Is to go into each building until it's quick build.
Yeah.
But then, as I said, the idea is I want the trucks to do as much of it as possible themselves, because in theory, it's then not using Unity. I mean, okay, as I said, I don't have to worry about Unity because I'm generating way more than what I actually use.
Yeah.
And
So I wouldn't do that, because if I can use Unity, I won't let trucks do it because it's too damn slow. and it interrupts any other thing that the trucks are doing.
But that's the idea, is the trucks are technically to do it, and that's why I want the trucks to do it.
Okay.
But again, that's one of the things that's great about this game, is everyone plays it differently. Because I kind of want to see this bit happening, and then I want to be able to start shutting. Well, I've got to start moving, like all of these trucks from mining here to mining down here.
Right. I'm looking at Chris's comment and I can't figure it out.
Buying a Finley the Storm. I think it said buying something from Star Citizen. A Finley the Storm Warle.
That's the bit I can't make out. I don't know. I have no idea what that is.
Is it a type of ship?
I don't know, mate. So I haven't really paid attention to anything Star Citizen for. Ooh.
I mean, the only thing, I saw Stonewall, and the first thought that went through my mind was Andy Warhol. What's causing the problem now?
Yeah, I have a very specific method when I build.
Yeah.
So if I'm confident I've put something together, much like you've done here, first thing I'll do is I will build all the transports. Quick build, yeah? And when all the transports are finished, anything that requires power or personnel will be in pause anyway. Then the next thing I'll do is to make sure to quick build all storages to make sure that anything that appears on any transports moves out of it or into it. And the last thing I will do is I will fire up the actual processes itself, but I'll do it one at a time. Make sure that I'm not overloading my trucks.
So one of the, but it's in like, so that's it. So you're talking about there when you build new systems. I'm building a replacement system. So once I've got this built, which is why I want to put it on pause at the moment, is I am going to then demolish all of this.
I don't see the distinction. It's just build.
Yeah, but it's like I've got workers here. I just don't want them being down here at the moment. It's, as I said, it's because you build, I said, in such a methodical process that where I'm building kind of more on the hoof.
Yeah, I think that is fair to say that we do build differently.
So this is in there. This is why. I mean, I'm literally okay. I'm building these quickly, but that's just to try and figure out why these trucks are complaining. Because I think if you think about it in the beta, you could build belts like this. The trucks would just build them.
Yeah, but you're on a very tricky map here, mate. I mean,
yeah, but but that doesn't stop the belt. As long as a truck can get to a belt in some way, and as I said, you used to be able to have a truck here and it would build a belt over here. But it just seems that in this one they've kind of closed the amount of gap needed now. So, and that's probably because of something else that they've had to alter that. So it doesn't bother me. It's just a bit more frustrating that now that you can't kind of build big projects as quickly as you used to.
Yeah. So I know your stream's like 30 seconds behind, but what I'm looking at is the U-shaped conveyors that you've put in. There's another YouTuber out there who does this, and I see what he does is he stacks belts, one above the other.
Yeah.
And
I've got that up here.
yeah, you've done a similar thing. Yeah. But he seems to do that for almost everything he builds. It looks rather neat.
Yeah. The thing is with this, it's just, I find when you do, that's good for, I mean, I find for like doing belt systems, so for doing long
Yeah.
distance, but when you're working kind of close range like this,
Yeah.
it just ends up looking like spaghetti junction.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I do like them that sort of style bits myself, but it's saying just at the moment with this build, it just doesn't quite want to work for that.
Chris has just told me what he bought. I
Oh,
understand.
right,
That.
okay, gotcha. Yeah, Andy doesn't seem the plushy sort of person.
No.
Well, not unless you want to use it as target practice.
Even if I was, I wouldn't have bought one anyway. It'll be a cold day in hell before CIG gets any more of my money.
Right, so what can't the truck reach? That's all. This is all reachable. That one might. I bet it's one of those. Right, I'm actually going to start turning off some of the bits up the top. What I want it to do there is off, off, off. Those things you should now basically use what's in the system. Keep doing that. We've got less of the trucks complaining about things now. Right. I'm going to start working with these. Right, what can't you reach now? You can't reach that one. Yeah, so it tells me the trucks are now actually handling the production of stuff. Right, have they finished building this ramp yet? They have. Look at that! Just him tidying up around the bottom part of it now. And look at this massive work area that we're now creating up here. You see, there was a picture of what someone's done to the Curlin map.
I don't think I have.
So you know how it's like the kind of big kind of semicircle.
Yeah.
They've basically turned it into a square, completely filled in.
Sweet.
Right, I'm going to start. How many workers do you need? 2. Start turning those on, because that means we can get some crushed iron made ready to turn on the rest of the plants. Got that, we got that. If we can get that quick delivered, that quick delivered. That means I kind of only really need this, and these storages. So if we put you, and you on priority, and you, but they're not far off being able to kick things into operation down here properly. It's a good thing is that all of this is still working its way through. There's still loads of materials. And what I was looking at is I've got this now. This was one of the iron stores, so it's set to import. And the steel support here is we'll put it on import as well, so that even once we get the stuff started doing here, it can still be transported up to the top in the meantime.
Yeah.
But it just means that we can start, as I said, we've now combined the steel and the ironworks into a lot more practical unit. Okay, it may not make as much, but I'm not particularly worried about that. It's just a lot more tidy. And this is probably all waiting for the diggers and that to come down here, isn't it? Yeah, here they come. Just going to take them a little while. Because eventually what I'll do, what I'm also going to say, this copper one's all going to come down here as well. Actually, what we will do in a second is we will also start moving some of the coal down here as well. Right, how are we getting on over at? Not that I can really do anything. Oh, we've got a nice bit of canola building up, which I want to start thinking about turning into vegetable oil. In the food processor. No, the mill. That's cool, that can go there. I've got plenty of these pots, so I can actually build this one now. you're going to move it. So you're making cooking oil. What do I store the cooking oil in? Fluid storage. Goes in a big tank. Big tank of cooking oil. Be worth its weight in gold nowadays, that would. I won't build it yet because I need the tank. Because from this we can then put it into the food processor with some corn, some salt and some plastic, and we will have snacks for our people. Aren't we nice to them? We can give them their bag of corn flavoured, their favourite corn flavoured snack. Truck cannot reach destination. What a flaming surprise. What's wrong with you? You're over here, you're over here. Alright, it's there. Small wall, small ramp. Lack of water. Right, he's dealt with. Shut up, stupid machine. You know what? I'm going to tell it not to do any more work on that. I'm just going to tell it to clear up, and then he can... I think that ramp's good enough. Does the job. Usual few water issues that we have in this game. Going to... You might take steel from there then. Oh, there isn't any. Where the hell's all the steel then? Yeah, that's the problem with things like that. It's just all very expensive. Ouch. I thought it was bad enough with what I spent on the steering wheel this week. We might run into a small snag, I think. Might change this one out. Water. Actually, I know what I'm going to do here. Where is it? Just to help get this one going. Yeah, and you notice there when I hit the, Andy, well, you actually haven't seen it yet, on the water pump, when I hit quick deliver, when it was on pause mode, it actually took it straight off pause mode.
I am watching.
Need to get some more red parts built.
Yeah, we're talking about two different pauses, mate. What you just did is exactly what I expected it to do. I'm talking about the other pause at the top left-hand corner of the window.
Right.
Yeah, that's the one that is the production pause. The pause you've just operated is the construction pause.
Right, but I built, right, yes, I know, but that's the one I've been putting on the pause for the...
Yeah, they're independent, mate. Trust me,
I
they
know
are
they're
independent.
But you can't, if you build a thing in planning mode...
Yep, which I always do.
And you hit quick deliver, it switches off both pauses.
No, don't.
It just
Doesn't
did,
for
I just
me.
done that, look, I'll do it again. I'll deliberately do this again, right? I'm going to build another groundwater pump, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You'll see it there. Actually, no, it's right. Hang on, cancel that. It didn't go. I didn't build it in pause mode, in planning mode. Right, let me try that again. Put it in planning mode. And put it on. So it's on the map in planning mode.
Just don't say any more until I can see what you've done. Bearing in mind I'm 30 seconds
Yeah.
behind. Yeah, okay, so I can see that you've got it on construction pause.
Right, so if I go into it now and then hit quick deliver,
Okay, it'll build.
yeah, it'll build, but it also takes it off pause as well.
Right, let me just go over this one more time. All right. There are two separate pauses
Yes,
in the game. There's a construction pause
which is in the top.
and an up.
Right, listening.
Okay, so there's a construction pause and there's a production pause.
Hmm.
The construction pause is at the bottom of the operations window.
Yeah,
Yeah, where the quick deliver or quick remove or whatever it is.
yeah,
The production pause is in the top left of the window.
right.
Okay. If you use that pause, you can build, unbuild, do whatever you friggin' want.
But that
But
means you
that
have to
other
go.
pause will stop it being populated with either people or require that it draws energy.
Right, and and that's
And that's
but
completely independent of
yes, I
how
know.
and when you build it.
Yes, and that's but the thing is that but that's what I was saying. I was saying as well is but the problem is you can't. There's no way of acting that. You have to go into each individual building to activate that pause.
Yeah, so
That's what I was saying.
no problem.
I said is you
Actually,
can't.
there is a global for that in the bottom left.
But that is so that pause tool. If a building's in planning mode, will take it off planning mode.
I don't know. I never used the
Yeah, that's what
pause
it does.
tool.
It'll
Yeah.
only take out of one state. You can't take it. You can't take a building that's in planning mode, unpause it, and then put it and it will stay in pause for the other one. Because as soon as you try and hit pause again, it puts it back into planning mode.
Not sure
So
about
you'd
that.
have to wait for it to be built. As soon as it's built, like now, if I go to that water pump that I've just built and hit pause with that button from the bottom corner, it now puts it into the pause with no operational, no staff.
Oh, not the bottom corner, top corner.
Top corner. No, you're talking of the top corner of the building window.
Well, the stats window, whatever you want to call it.
The thing is,
Yeah.
but the pause button in the bottom left of the screen, the universal
Yeah,
pause button.
yeah, that's to do with construction.
No, that's to do with any pause mode.
Ooh, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, because I've just done it. Literally, that's what I'm doing now. Is I've activated the pause tool, and I can click a building and take it out of pause mode, or whichever, whether it's building mode or activity mode, if you want to call it.
Okay.
Right, I'm gonna maybe have to alter a couple of these. Which one am I going to alter? Limestone, I think. If I do that, will that give me enough then to build that one? I push this back to here for now. Alright, what's this? Nice. I like the McLaren F1. It was a proper bit of engineering. Limestone. $28 more. Where can I get 28 more from? Yeah. No, it's not. Yeah, it's not that sort of game. It's not like Factorio or anything like that, or Tindy. And good evening. Um, do it that way. But no, they haven't. They have, and I know there's no plans to put that style of combat into it. Oh, I've seen a problem.
Put my
Oh well, I'm going to let it happen.
I've just put my live stream up in Discord.
Yeah.
No. And I'm going to demonstrate this to you.
I know what you're saying. I do know what you're saying. But if it's in there, go and play with that pause, that global pause thing. It's in this. I know there's 2 pause buttons in the build thing. But it's the you can't. It's exactly the same thing as what I did. You'd have to go in and pause every building individually. But I just did it the opposite way. I did it after they were built instead of before they were built. That's all the difference was. So I know exactly the system you're talking about. Yeah, that's what one of the things that makes this game different. Yeah, the Factorio style stuff is good for it, but in this style of game, I know there's been talk about some other bits with pirates, but I don't think it will come into this style of this game. I think they'll leave it as the ship-to-ship stuff. Right, we need to get... Oh, I've still not got that one built either. We've got any warehouses that are sitting empty? Large warehouses. Oh, hang on a minute, those are sitting fairly empty. If I get rid of those... No, it's in. Everyone's got their own style of the way to do things. Andy does his style, the way he builds, because I admire the patience he's got for building. I really do, because if you get a chance to see his game, it is such fun. Making sure everything's done right. He wouldn't be having the problem I am having now, of being short of one material, because of the way he builds. And I have respect for that. It is, but that's what makes this game great. Is that we can both play it our own individual ways. And as I said, I've got respect for people who play the games their way.
One thing's for sure, mate. Nobody'd watch me play this game on YouTube.
Well, I mean, I know a friend who's got a 30-hour stream. You might get to the second level of build material by then.
Well, don't catch me doing that. That's for sure.
No, I love the patience you've got with your build. I love it. But I'm not that sort of builder. See, I'm hoping this guy's got the parts I need, but it's that one there as well I need. Because then I can turn this on.
Almost certainly, Chris.
Yeah. I mean, I love. I mean, I go through. I mean, I was doing this with Andy the other night. I was going through some photos of different builds people have done, and it's a majorly impressive what some people do. But I say, but that again, it's everyone's got their own unique style to this game. You know, we know of YouTuber. I mean, I can't. I'm not even. I'm not going to name the name of the YouTuber. But it is YouTubers who have normally thrived in this style of game, but have struggled. Yeah, I wish I could say I was up. I think I'm up. I think I've. There's not many more I've recorded. But I'm recording more Monday. Or am I recording on Tuesday? I can't remember. It's Monday or Tuesday. I've got to do them. So again, I've changed the way I record because of the other channel. Right, that's the limestone now arriving. I'm missing 4 to complete that one. We haven't actually demolished these buildings yet. Bet you that one over there. Oh, you're down there.
From all my time in the aviation industry, I'm used to CWA or CWS systems.
Yeah.
Which is cautions, warnings, and advisories.
Yeah.
And when you're in an aircraft or a tank or whatever, yeah, if you see something that's illuminated in, say, white, for instance, or maybe pale blue,
yeah,
that's pretty normal. See something in amber, you really should be paying some attention to it.
Yeah.
If you see something enunciate in red, yeah, that's alarm bells.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've seen the way I play. The little list of resources on the right-hand side of our screen in Platinum Industry. Yeah, there's lots of things in red there saying that's a dwindling resource. Yeah, and then on the top line you've got your truck stuff in red. That's just sounds alarm bells for me, and I'm averse to it, mate, because of all my years in aviation. Meaning that's big trouble. That's usually a stick your head between your knees moment for me.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's like this. I mean, I wish my trucks weren't so busy, but it's also that at the moment when I've got to move all of this down here. It just means at the moment there's trucks going back and forth up here and down there that don't need to be. So, and also the fact got a lot of demolition going on. So, it's moving all of these systems. And also the fact that they're struggling to find somewhere to put stuff. So I mean, it's a big demolition job that they've got on their hands here. I also know there's going to be a problem here, which I've got to figure out eventually. But until I get rid of some of this, I don't know exactly what the problem's going to be. It's got to be someone. I got any steel anywhere? Yeah. Once I've got 380 steel somewhere. I just don't know where. It's not in there. It's not in. There's 2 in there. None of that line. None in there. None up there. There's 83 there. I'm going to actually tell that to empty. I'm not bothered about the research at the moment. And I've got a ton of, because I've shut that other plant down, I've got tons of workers available. But until I can get... Where's my poor limestone trucks? Put another couple of trucks on that one. Take a couple away from there. And you know what? I'm going to scrap you. Surplus job now. Come on, give me some. I won't demolish these. Right, if I do that one, cancel, cancel. Yeah, market update time. Good. Yeah, that's the only problem sometimes when you open Steam. It's like I did it. Was it? I think last night, and it was just a ridiculous amount of updates. Now, if I go demolish, demolish. I should be able to go down here and go quick deliver and quick deliver. Not worried about these two machines at the moment. Right, we just need to get some coal down here and some more. Actually, does that use... Let's turn those on. Where are you sending all the coal? Because you're not actually digging coal, you're just digging. They're basically clearing out concrete because that was the priority for up there. Because there was very few machines using coal for a while. Where are you? Right, gonna leave it looking at that a second. I'm gonna go have a quick cigarette. I will be back in about a minute. Oh, I see he's getting coal. Had a thought on that. Should put this into a balancer. Yeah, I had a thought on this coal situation. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to put another mine control tower here. Where can't you get to? Right, and then take, quick build that. Right, so you're going to be responsible for supplying there. There. That one. Another one here. Yeah, that one. Well, maintenance is starting to plummet. That's because of the steel situation. But that should now starting to become a bit more sorted. Oh, it would be if taking these off pause. Right. It's getting there. It just needs. Right. We're going to take. Needs a transport output exhaust. Oh, what the heck? Am I not giving you a. Didn't give him a blooming exhaust pipe. Right, we've got steel up and running again. Got iron up and running again. Right, back to what I was doing over here. Right. We'll go here. We'll take two of those away. Some of those away. Right, what's this? Question for you, and for you, Andy, for a new player, not myself. How would you suggest people approach getting from the start to the point of construction 2?
First of all, start a massive stockpile of construction parts 1. And when I say massive, I'm talking 4, 5 standard warehouses full. Because the minute you start construction parts 2, yeah, you're going to be using those construction parts 1 for other things. But construction parts 2 requires construction parts 1, so you're effectively doubling your requirement for construction parts 2. So whatever you do, just make sure you have a massive stockpile of it. Yeah, so that you can sort of tap into it without it interfering with other construction processes. Best way to do that is go to the recipes, yeah, and look up construction parts 1, the white one, and find out what are consumers. Yeah, so you can get a good idea of what's using construction parts 1. Then you'll know how many you'll need to keep in reserve to stop construction parts 2 denuding you of all your construction parts 1. So and almost everything you build will be using construction parts 1 in the early part of the game. I hope that helps. I hope I've been clear. If I haven't, sing out and I'll go through it again.
In other words, build up plenty and know what you're doing with when you what's using them.
It's one of the biggest pitfalls of this game is saying, oh, right, I see I need construction parts 2 now. So you go and build yourself a bunch of infrastructure and you start feeding it. And then the bottom end of your game starts to be dug out from under you. And suddenly you'll find, oh, hang on a minute, I can't build these anymore because I haven't got enough parts. And it's because later parts are consuming all the, the underlying stuff.
Parts, you use parts 1 to make parts 2. You use parts 2 to make parts 3. You use parts 3 to make parts 4. And it's always having more of the lower end parts being made than the top end parts. Because you'll use... I mean, it was always like, it was the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 ratio, as basically someone said, if you've got 5 part 1 machines, 4 part 2 machines, 3 part 3, and so on.
Yeah.
But it's, you need to kind of double up. You need to make sure you've got more being made at each level. Because it basically, it uses twice what you make in one factory.
Yeah.
Right, so
it is tricky because you're really juggling space and resources to get stuff going in the first place. I would say definitely just before you take the next step into the unknown, as it were, if you make sure that you have a really good stockpile of those, then when you switch your production run on for construction parts 2, suddenly it won't cut you off at the knees. That's the real trick. And then from then on, you can monitor it because nothing happens that fast, but you'll be able to see the little charts on the right-hand side of the game say, oh, hang on a minute, those are a dwindling resource. What do I need to do? It might be as simple as, for the time that you're doing it, you just boost them. It might be that simple. But of course, when you boost them, then they're going to start consuming raw materials, so ores. The trick is just not to let the game get away from you, and it can really, really easily.
Yeah. My maintenance is becoming a concern. Hopefully, I'll be able to soon sort that out. Get that back up to priority 3 as well now. Because now I've got parts being made again. Yes, I know there's not enough maintenance 1. That's because there was a steel thing, but it's now... Right, I'm going to put get a little diesel store going down there. The iron one's going well. I mean, at the moment, it's actually mostly using scrap iron. I only need 6 more. All the fast belts, it's taken all of the... It's just left the rubber. Well, if you're getting an excess supply, we'll take you off another vehicle. We'll put you down there. Right, we've got that one complete. There's another one coming online. I mean, if this gets efficient enough, I'll put another iron plant in. Oh no, sorry, another steel plant. I mean, iron, fine. Just need to get some of the, as we said, getting some of the production parts built up again. So once I've got this last building done, start getting the parts built up so I can then move the copper line down. Actually, let's set you as there. It's that one. Yeah, that's steel. And so is that one. It's that one actually, I just realised is the more important one. That's the one that's attached to maintenance. I laugh at this. You work out what balances it, and it still overproduces. Actually, I've just realised, this being full, these trucks are going to go and sit up there. I think I need to move that tower. What we do is if we go bulldoze that. That solves that problem. Yeah, we've got steel parts being made again. I'll turn that up to priority 2. Anything we can we buy in any steel? Nope. I think we could definitely expand there. We probably need to move this bit. Use 12 every 40 seconds. You make... That's right, you can do 2. Okay. Turn you off a second. I'm gonna put drain this tank, that way I can get another caster in there. Oh, that's another warm weekend again. I'm not a fan of heat. We need rid of that as well. Oxygen furnace. Yeah, I'm not, as I said, as I've always said to people, I'm not designed for heat. Damn, that's not going to fit there. How am I going to do this? No, molten channel. Maintenance getting any deal. Yeah. So that's why maintenance is not causing us an issue. It's actually getting some supplies, just not fully supplied. We will get this to actually work one of these points. Let's do that like that. Right, now we can put the water pump back in. We're just waiting for... Right, has this got fuel over here now? Yeah, right, let's put a truck on there. Yeah, I saw that announcement as well. Should be interesting. As in, we'll be using the wheel. As I've got my new wheel right here. Pedals are got a nice position under the desk out the way at the moment, in which I can actually sit and actually control my trucks from here. My pedal each pedal. Do you think these trucks will go any quicker, Andy?
Unlikely, mate. Unlikely.
My goodness, we got through all that scrap. Yeah, they're doing okay over here. Potatoes, rice. Why is food supplies going down? Because nowhere. This lot's all building up, you see. That's the wrong ones, that's why. Do that. Yeah, it's just a backlog of everything. Not a clue, mate. I know mine always seems to open on my main monitor, and I actually want it on my second monitor. But right, well, let's clear those ones, and then we'll get this batch out the middle. it's not as if we've got much storage space left over here at the moment. Need another 17. Yeah, if we then do the copper mine here, got the main bits, and then you can then start moving more of this stuff down here. Oh, the vegetable thing. No, there's definitely enough vegetables there. Because look, they're coming down the conveyor. Oh, hang on a minute. Or are they? Yeah, there's loads. Oh, you just don't have loads in there. Right, we need to up the vegetable production. I'll take you off of there for now. Put you back on vegetables. I mean, I built these for storage of the parts, and look, they're just not even...
I've got a question for you then.
Okay.
So my farms are currently being fed with organic fertilizer, right?
Yes.
But I'm going to start making fertilizer 1,
Yeah.
which is a synthetic.
Yeah. I've got mine up here.
Can they be mixed in the same pipe?
No. No. Fertilizer 1... no, because it's two different products.
So when you decide what fertilizer you're going to use for your fields, you've got to make a choice, right?
Yeah. So it's like down at the farm over here, this field uses organic fertilizer. These ones use other fertilizer too.
Right.
But I have to have separate tanks and separate pipelines for both. It's just because it's two different products. It's the same, you know. It's like saying, right, you know, I'm going to be supplying this with copper and this with iron. You know, they're two completely different products.
Yeah. I mean, it's clearly way too late in the evening for me to be tackling such a problem. But it seems to me that the farms themselves will accept whatever kind of fertilizer you choose to throw at them. The trick is to make sure that the pipe itself that feeds it doesn't become contaminated with one or the other.
Yeah, because you know yourself, all you need is one item of organic fertilizer in a pipe, and you can't put anything else in it.
Yeah.
So that's why it's got to be two distinct pipelines. So again, it's the same with the farm. That's why I've got one there. But then at the moment, it's organic fertilizer is the one I've got lots of.
Yeah.
I actually should be putting more fields onto organic fertilizer. Actually, this would be the easiest one to change over, I think.
Don't let my question make you change your...
No. It's just at the moment I have organic fertilizer being made over here. You can see I've got a full tank, nearly.
Well, I
Oh, you will in a
can't.
second.
Because,
But when
yeah,
you get in the when you go to my fertilizer 2 tank, it's nearly empty.
right.
Because, and that's me even boosting. That's because she was. I might as well take that off boost. I just realised because the reason it's not making much now is because I haven't actually got any materials in the oil refinery. I've used them all.
So this kind of leads to another question.
Yeah.
At some point later on in the research, it offers us, correct me if I'm wrong, smart conveyors. Does that include, is that smart transport or only conveyors?
What do you mean smart conveyors? There's switches. There's there's those like switch belts. Or smart conveyor routing.
Yeah.
It's only for flat and U shapes.
Ah, right. Okay, that was probably the answer that I
So
was expecting.
it's what is so like here. You'll see in a second. So my U belt that's coming from the farms can be carrying potatoes, corn, or soybean.
Yeah.
So what I've got is on
Doesn't work for
this.
pipes. That's what you're saying.
No, there's no pipe option.
No. Okay.
So what I've got on this is, this I've got this split off here for the soybean line, and then down at the other place I've got it splitting off. I mean, not that I've used any of the soybeans yet. I've got a whole tank of soybeans sitting here that's not been used, because I just forgot about it. I've got it splitting off the potatoes and that down potato and corn down here.
Right.
Right, hopefully that's going to sort that out. That's going to sort that out. I can't build that yet until that's finished. Maintenance. Oh, maintenance just got to 1%, and it's gone again. That means tell me that's full there. It is as well. So that one's working, so I can take that truck. Actually, I can take that truck. Oh no. Cancel that. Quick remove. Just realised I had 2 trucks sat there assigned to a tank that I was deleting. That's actually 4 more trucks have just freed up. Doesn't sound a lot, but you know what I mean? It's a help.
Yeah. I still only have 25 vehicles. And not one of them's busy doing anything.
Yeah, my factory produces more in a month than yours is probably producing the whole. How many? What year are you in?
191.
Yeah, I've just hit 202.
Yeah.
And mine probably, as I said, mine produces probably more in a.
Yeah, and you've got twice the population I've got as well.
Right, that's steel. I need 27. I need 17 more.
I think I'm going to have to wait because I need, if I can only use organic fertilizer, which my fields are set up for, without a great deal of malarkey, then clearly I need to make more compost. And I think the only way I can do that is with sludge.
You can make compost from potatoes, from corn.
Yeah, I'm already doing that.
Yeah.
I'm already
Sludge,
doing that.
Sludge is the best one for it.
Takes a lot of sludge. to make compost. And I don't have the anaerobic digester unlocked, apparently.
Chicken farm, not enough food. I mean, chicken farm, not enough food. Oh my god, my chicken farm's running out of food. Right.
Oh, wow. Why didn't I see that? Oh no, that's what I'm doing. Huh. No.
You can turn...
Meat trimmings. I'm nowhere near that. I don't even know what makes sludge. Oh, wastewater treatment. Which I'm about to unlock. Okay. Christ, I need chlorine for that.
That's easy. Chlorine's simple to make.
Oh yeah, I've done it before. It's just
Brine.
I'm not set up for it. I'm not seeing brine in that.
So have you got, in the water section, have you got evaporation ponds or thermal desalinators?
I don't have thermal desalinators, but I do have evaporation ponds.
Right, so you can, evaporation ponds, you can take, you can basically draw in seawater.
Yeah.
And turn that into brine. And then you electrolyse it into chlorine.
Yeah, I'll have to build some extras because all my evaporators are making glass. So, although at the moment I can't use glass very much unless I build vehicles.
But what you'll
And as you
find
know,
is,
I hate vehicles.
yeah. But what you'll fully find is, if you have a look at your evaporators, if it's anything like mine, you end up with an excess of salt.
No, I've built mine so that it doesn't make an excess of salt. So it's producing just enough to achieve the result, which is the glass. It's the glass making uses more sand than anything else. The limestone and the salt are just additives.
Actually, you've got this over here, haven't I? Let's change that.
Wastewater treatment.
Do that. That should then generate me some more food. Maintenance one's coming up. That means I'm not getting any steel into the rest of the system because of I've been funneling it all to maintenance. If I get the parts being made, that might just speed up the process a bit. No problem, mate. Good thing this is hardly a few miles. Yeah. It's just... Why is it not getting enough video? YouTube's being a nuisance tonight, I think. Yeah, it should be receiving. Onto my system, I'm not getting any delays or anything like that that could potentially cause a problem. YouTube's telling me it's got a problem with the amount of video it's receiving. Right, well we've got, I mean as it is, we're doing good. Maintenance is starting to come back up. If we can get some more parts being made, we can get this online. We've got the chicken feed being developed. Hopefully this will start developing some chicken feeds, which means we can get this being done. This means we've now got cooking oil, which means technically we can then produce another some more different types of food for our little colony. Oh, it stopped giving me the warning now, YouTube. I think it had a little funny 2 minutes. What's wrong with you? Why aren't you producing anything? Because you've got too much. The sulphur's full. Means I need to turn you on again. Burn off some sulphur again. Steel delivery will go there. Yeah. Right, we're going to call it there for tonight. We've got the start of the stuff into the bottom part. We're going to keep doing that next week. I might run it for a little bit just to try and make sure we get a bit of parts ready for the next stream, which will be on Monday night. We're back tomorrow night with Icarus, hopefully, all being well. Hopefully with the three, if not, there'll probably be, at least be the two of us. I'm sure. Wouldn't you agree, Andy?
Yeah, we still haven't sorted out a mission. I'll have to poll Wayne in the morning and let you know as soon as I can.
Yeah, the thing is with this, we can always. I mean, if it comes to if you neither of you feel like I'll always jump back into one of the early ones. So, you know what I mean? There's always something we'll do. So there will be an Icarus in some way, shape, or form tomorrow night. Whether it's 1, 2, or 3 of us,
yeah,
we'll have a bit of fun. As I say, they're back tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Monday night, Captain of Industry. We've got some more American Truck Simulator coming out tomorrow on video, 3 p.m. Thank you, Andy, for keeping me company. As it's always
pleasure,
good
mate.
to have. As I said, the different points of view with this game, and that's what I said is that's what I enjoy, the fact that between the two of us we can show people that there's different ways to play this game, and this game is amazing. Thank you, Chris, for keeping us company. Artindi, anyone else who's popped by, we've had a few this evening, but yeah, I will catch you all again very soon. A good night. Bye bye for now.
So.